Saw 2 is the second game in the popular movie franchise, following the diabolical serial killer Jigsaw. And, just like the yearly release of the films, Saw 2 is completely predictable. So much so that it utterly fails at inspiring the horror it so desperately wants.
Shit, that was close.
Seriously, if this is what Jigsaw's tricks have boiled down to, the guy needs to retire. Saw 2 is a budget title through and through. It looks just like the first game, which is to say, not good. The game is incredibly dark, which hides all the ugly textures and crappy environments most of the time. However, nothing can hide the generic-looking character models, or, even worse, the terrible-looking interface that pops up in your face whenever you pick something up. Fans of the films will probably get a kick out of seeing familiar traps from the first game, or even running into characters that are important to the films, but this isn't enough to recommend it when the rest of the game is so bad. Saw 2 fails in two unforgivable ways for a horror game. It's not fun, and it's not scary. Sure, at first it's easy to get nervous wandering around in the dark with the eerie music coming out of the speakers, but you'll soon figure out that nothing in the world will hurt you without prompting you first. Every minor trap you run into gives you a QuickTime event to escape it, and if you fail, you just die outright. This isn't the type of gameplay that inspires horror, it just inspires rage at such harsh game design. Not that it stays punitive for long, as you quickly learn that Jigsaw repeats his puzzles to the point where you'll become an expert at solving them. Every puzzle or minor gameplay element like lockpicking is repeated so much that you'll master them quickly, erasing basically all the tension the puzzles might have inspired in the first place. Even the game's big puzzles, where you try to save a major story character, involve mechanics that you just do over and over. Saw 2 tries to put minor twists and tweaks on the puzzles at a couple of points, but this just feels like a sad attempt at making them relevant for many painful hours of gameplay. Combat was awful and clunky in the first game, but Saw 2 has found a way to make it even worse. Combat is conducted in QuickTime events now, completely erasing any of the skill involved and also making it impossible for enemies to sneak up and surprise you. With nobody surprising you, and traps that are so predictable, there's little to fear in the dark world Jigsaw confines you in. Saw 2 is a cash-in, rushed out just a year after the first game. Like the films, this is a game meant to make a buck off your desire for some cheap thrills, only this time around the thrills aren't cheap, and, well, they aren't thrilling. The only thing you have to fear in Saw 2 is the rage it'll inspire you with its repetitive, frustrating design. For more information on Saw 2, go to IGN.com.